Meanwhile, India hosted the meeting of foreign ministers of Association of Southeast Asian Nations, or ASEAN, marking the 3 decades of the country's dialogue relation and the 10th anniversary of the strategic partnership with the 10-nation group. The 2-day-long parleys commenced with a closed-door meet among the foreign ministers of ASEAN member states. India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar said that the ASEAN-India strategic partnership stands on a strong foundation and that the region is central to India's Act East policy and its vision for a wider Indo-Pacific.
ASEAN has always stood tall as a beacon of regionalism, multilateralism and globalization. It has successfully carved out a niche for itself in the region and provided the foundation for the evolving strategic and economic architecture in the Indo-Pacific. ASEAN's role today is perhaps more important than ever before, given the geopolitical challenges and uncertainties that the world faces. India fully supports a strong, unified and prosperous ASEAN, one whose centrality in the Indo-Pacific is fully recognized. The strong convergence of the AOIP and the IPOI is a testimony to our shared vision for the region.
India's External Affairs Minister is co-chairing the special ASEAN-India Foreign Ministers meeting with his Singapore counterpart Vivian Balakrishnan. Singapore cautioned against the growing US-China rivalry, saying that it directly affects the Asian nations.
The sharpening superpower rivalry between the United States and China has direct implications on all of us in Asia. So these developments, if unchecked, can threaten the whole system of peace and stability which we have depended on for the basis of our growth, our development and prosperity over many decades.
On the sidelines of the ASEAN meet, India is also hosting the 12th edition of the Delhi Dialogue. The ASEAN-India dialogue relations started with the establishment of the sectoral partnership in 1992 that graduated to a full dialogue partnership in December of 1995, a summit-level partnership in 2002 and a strategic partnership in 2012. And for more details, our principal diplomatic correspondent Siddhant Sibal has sent us this report from the Indian capital. Take a look.
New Delhi today hosted key meeting, the meeting of the Indian External Affairs Minister and the ASEAN Foreign Ministers. The meeting coming at a time when both sides are celebrating 30 years of relationship in terms of the upgradation of India's ties with ASEAN from previously India being a dialogue partner. But today's meeting, the focus area was on people-to-people relationship, on connectivity, how to deal with pandemics, COVID crisis and the Russian invasion of Ukraine. In fact, during the opening statement, both the Indian External Affairs Minister and the Singaporean Foreign Minister, who is the co-chair of the meeting, mentioned about this. The Indian External Affairs Minister talked about how the conflict in Ukraine is impacting food prices, fertilizer prices and the supply chains, while the Singaporean Foreign Minister talked about how the Russian invasion of Ukraine impacts the global rules-based order. But nonetheless, today is a day of celebration, of increased engagement from look east to act east, and of course more high-level engagements, something that can happen in future with of course the Indian Prime Minister going to Cambodia this year if an in-person East Asia Summit takes place in the month of November. With video journalist Chandrasekhar, Siddhant Sibal for WION in New Delhi.
WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.